Mike Oscar.
Hello everyone, this is Sierra Mike Oscar, and today I wanted to share the latest information on the optimal way to make money off of exploration in the world of Elite Dangerous. Now, aside from the many hours of enjoyment you'll get out of exploring the galaxy, there's also a good opportunity to make some serious money while you're doing it. It might not necessarily be the most efficient way to maximize your credits per hour, but it's not a shabby way to bank some cash, and it is certainly going to be more fun than, say, trading, which most folks will likely agree has the best earning potential per hour spent. So if you're interested in setting out to explore the galaxy and want to have a fat stack of cabbage waiting for you when you return, you're in the right place. The first thing to consider when setting out on an expedition is your ship and its loadout. Now, there are many sources of debate on which ship you should be using, and there's some good arguments on all sides. But when all is said and done, there can really be only one logical choice. There is one ship in the game that is clearly designed as the cream of the crop of exploration vessels, and that is the ASP Explorer. Sure, there are good reasons to consider a Diamondback Explorer or even an Anaconda, but neither of those vessels support exploration as perfectly as the ASPX. The Diamondback is cheaper and has a decent jump range, but it lacks the internal compartments that the ASPX has, particularly for fuel scooping, and as a result cannot jump as quickly over long periods. The Anaconda brings tons of internal slots, hardpoints, utilities, but you don't need all those things for exploration. Plus, it cannot jump as far, and it costs more than 3 times as much as the ASPX. But both of those ships possess one fatal flaw when it comes to exploration, and that's their cockpits. Nothing in the game comes close to matching the view out of the cockpit of the ASP Explorer. So at the end of the day, the ASP Explorer is the ship we'll discuss in this video. Now, once you have your ASPX, you'll need to outfit it with everything you need to take with you. Just like when you're packing for a camping trip. If you don't pack it, you're probably not going to get a chance to grab one later. Once you leave the bubble, stations are extremely rare, and even if you do happen to run into a civilized area, it's very unlikely that you'll encounter a station with outfitting available. So proper planning and outfitting before you head out is critical. The first thing to consider is your core modules. You need your best jump range and longest jump ability. To get this, you want as many D-rated modules as possible. These are the lightest modules and will give you the best range on your jumps. But you still want an A-rated FSD. Again, maximizing your jump ability. You're not going to be taking a lot of power draining modules, so the D-rated power plant should be fine. And you won't be doing any combat or needing a lot of boost, so a D-rated distributor should suffice as well. Now, I have an A-rated one in my ASPX because I also use this ship for some mining sometimes. An A-rated one is okay. It does give you additional boost when you're planet side, but it's optional. Visiting the engineers with these modules can also provide great improvements, including reducing their mass and increasing the range of your FSD, so I suggest reviewing your engineer options as well. The only thing really going on in utilities is heat sinks for an Explorer. I suggest taking 2 of them. You're going to be out there for a long time and you'll eventually mess up a fuel scoop or what have you. Having these available is going to come in handy. And you won't replenish them until you return, so taking an extra one is a good idea. Now, if you're watching this after the release of patch 2.4, you should have the ability to synthesize new heat sinks, but it will deplete your materials fairly quickly, and I don't know that you want to rely on that. You won't need any hard points at all. You're not going to be engaging in combat while exploring. However, it's worth mentioning that I prefer to equip one simple pulse laser, the lightest and smallest possible, just in case. It's optional, but you never know. Your D-rated distributor should have no problem running this laser if needed. Now to the meat and bones of the outfitting, the optional internals. The ASPX has a 5 and a 6 internal slot, which is one reason I like it more than the Diamondback. I like to use a 6B fuel scoop. If you really want to get out into the deep and do it quickly, this is one of your most important tools. I didn't go with the 6A mainly because of the cost. It's crazy expensive at almost 30 million credits. It also draws more power and just isn't worth it. In the 5 slot, I've got the auto field maintenance unit. This is to make repairs to your internal modules while in deep space. Remember, you likely won't have an opportunity to make repairs at any stations, so this can be important. Now, this won't repair your hull, so if you bounce the ship while landing, you're still SOL. Also, this is not limpet driven, but it does run out of quote-unquote ammo, so you still need to exercise caution. Now again, if you're watching this after 2.4, you might consider swapping this out for the new repair limpet controller instead. That will allow you to fix your hull, but will require you to bring some limpets along with you. In one of the 3s, I put an 8-ton cargo rack. It's not much, but this way, if I run across anything out there that I feel like I need to bring along with me, I can. And if you do go with the repair limpet controller, you'll need some extra space to store the limpets. Now, even though landing and exploring a planet is not an efficient way to make money while exploring, there's nothing worse than running across a cool and unique body and not being able to land and check it out. So you want to bring a planetary vehicle hangar, and don't forget to equip it with an SRV. In the final 3 slot, I put the ADS, the Advanced Discovery Scanner. This is required tech for any explorer looking to make money. Without it, you'll make 0 credits while exploring. This is needed to obtain the level 1 scan of any unexplored system. This will earn you a small amount of money per system based on the number of bodies scanned, but the real money comes from equipping the detailed surface scanner in the first 2 slot. The surface scanner will not work without the discovery scanner, so you need both, unfortunately. With this scanner, you'll be able to get the highly valued level 3 scans of system bodies. Finally, after a long trip, I don't know that I'm going to trust myself to land manually. Doing something stupid at this point will surely get my ship destroyed and cause me to lose all of that cartographic data. So a docking computer makes my list here, which begs me to point out that this is a shieldless build. The reason being is that there simply isn't enough space for this equipment and shields. In the Anaconda there would be, but I already covered why I don't like the Anaconda more than this ship. Hopefully in the future the scanners can be consolidated into one module and we can free up a slot here. But for now, no shields. And besides, if we have a heavy shield generator on board, we'd need a larger power plant and maybe even distributor, and all of that would hurt our jump range. Also, it's worth pointing out an alternative to this build that involves 2 3-slot repair modules and 1 5-slot hangar bay. This would enable me to equip 2 SRVs. That way, if I do something stupid and get an SRV destroyed, I have a backup. In this configuration, you would have to forego the docking computer to make room, or maybe even go with just 1 repair unit. That covers the ASP Explorer outfitting. I'll include a link to the Coriolis shipyard builds for this ship in the video description. In the next video, we'll go over how to use this ship to make money while exploring. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Elite Dangerous videos. Until next time, Sierra Mike Oscar, out.